We begin tonight with a visit to D.C. for the lawyer of Bryan Malinowski, the man killed in an ATF raid turned shootout.
Congress now expecting to hear testimony from that family attorney and possibly the ATF director, all about that deadly day 2 months ago. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Rolly Hoyt.
And I'm Faith Wooder. This new development comes after several local and state leaders have called for more answers from the agency as to why they went to Bryan Malinowski's home. THV 11's Ashley Godwin joins us in studio now. Ashley, you spoke to the family attorney today. How is he preparing?
Hey Faith, Bud Cummins, who is representing the Malinowski family, says he wants Congress to understand what kind of person Bryan was and to answer questions that are still lingering.
How he was a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen that had served the city well, ran an airport that by industry standards is apparently doing quite well.
Before Bryan Malinowski was shot and killed during an ATF raid in April, he was the executive director of the Little Rock Airport for 8 years. An affidavit claimed he had gone beyond being a hobbyist into being an unlicensed gun dealer.
He had a well-paid job at the airport, but at some point the ATF decided that he had crossed some subjective line where he was required to buy a license.
Since the shooting, state leaders like the legislature, Senator Cotton and Senator Bozeman have called for ATF to give more answers, but the ATF director hasn't addressed it.
The only information that has come out of ATF is when they contacted us to tell us that they didn't wear their mandatory body cameras on that day.
That could change next week. Cummins will testify in front of the House Judiciary Select Subcommittee on the weaponization of the federal government.
I want to tell the facts that I know, and I want to point out those things we don't know.
The ATF director is also expected to speak in front of the full House Judiciary Committee next week. Cummins is hoping this will lead to more answers and accountability for those involved.
Congress certainly has the ability to clarify the gun show loophole so this doesn't happen to some other, hobbyist or collector.
Now, Ashley, we know you will be following this closely over the next few weeks, but back here at home, where do we stand with this investigation right now?
Faith, Arkansas State Police was asked to investigate the shooting. They have since given their report to the Pulaski County prosecuting attorney, where he will decide any charges needed to be filed against the ATF agents. He has not released his findings yet.
All right, Ashley, it'll be interesting at that hearing. We've heard mostly from GOP members of Congress. Democrats will be involved as well. We'll keep you up to date.